That's what I'm drinking. Yeah, coffee with a touch of oat milk. Reddit React maybe later on. We'll do some Reddit React, but not right now. So yeah, let's see who else is online. See, there's some people we can play. I might play some Bullet too. Okay, Big Fish is online. This of course is why what I was saying is looking very true too, which is that anytime I can get a game, like it doesn't even matter what the rating is at this point, because it's just so hard to get any games. Yeah, there's like nobody accepting challenges, which is really annoying. Okay, let's play Chess War. Okay, we'll play Noterbeck. Actually, yeah, let's play some games against Noterbeck. Noterbeck obviously going to be playing in the qualifier in 48 minutes. Oat milk is goated. Yeah, oat milk is pretty good. What is oat milk code for? It's oat milk. It's oat milk. What are you guys acting weird for? There's no reason to act weird. But yeah, everybody's playing the Chess Champions Tour event that's starting in about 48 minutes. So that's why there's so many people online. I'm just gonna play Blitz until then, I think, and then we'll cover it. We're probably gonna do some other stuff later on, but yeah, we're just chilling, having a good day. Thank you to FXD4. Thank you, Crypto Hero. See what happened in the markets meanwhile, because I haven't been paying attention. Looking weird. Okay, let's play Rook D1 here. Thank you so much to Anti-Eric Hansen for the 8. Thank you to IMVR for the 11. Thank you to Sukare. Thank you to Vinny Chase as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. How's Noterbeck's rating so low? Everybody's rating is so low. Welcome to the world I live in. Play Knight C4, hit the bishop. Maybe Knight F5 is a move. Maybe E4 is also a move somewhere in here. If Kramnik plays, why not Kasparov? I mean, I'll tell you why. The reason is because Kramnik, even though like all world champions, he has an ego. I mean, you have to have an ego to some degree to be really good at chess to begin with. But the reason that Kasparov doesn't play, I mean, I'll tell you quite clearly, it's because Gary would be unable to handle losing to like some random 2800 player. By 2800 I mean online Blitz. Like if Gary could not handle, I'll give you a perfect example. Gary could not handle losing a game to somebody like Min Lei, for example. Min Lei, like in Gary's world, Min Lei is like random 2500 Vietnamese, weak GM, pots or chess tourist, whatever. He could not handle losing a game to somebody like that. That's just a simple reality. So you guys can say you guys can say stuff, but that's actually the reason is that Gary would not be able to handle losing a game to players who he considers to be like significantly inferior to him, and let's leave it at that. So true, it makes sense. I mean, I've been around Gary. I've been around Gary. I have a pretty good idea. Okay, he has Queen C7, Queen E7, or B5 here. B5, of course, completely reasonable. If I go Rook D1, what? He's gonna go Queen C7 or takes. This looks sus. Like I should be better here. Now, this really looks kind of sus. I mean, Rook D1 looks like the right move. Queen H4, Queen G4, trade, Bishop A3, Rook. I mean, this looks right, but what do I know about chess anyway? So I take. He's gonna go Queen H4. I play G3, of course, and Queen G4, trade. Actually, Queen G4, I do have F3 too. I have F3 here, which might be simply strong. Actually, I think this is just quite simply strong. I might just take the juicer. E8, logical. So now I mean, I am better here, but it's not like this isn't actually a dream, because F4 is kind of an annoying threat. I go Queen D3 as Bishop G3. I can play F4. I don't like F4 at all here, but I think I'll oh, it just hangs a pawn. Oh my god, it just hangs the pawn. It just hangs the pawn. Go here. Horrible. Focus on the chess. Yeah, I mean, I can play Queen D3 and trade. I mean, Rook D3 probably is fine. Goes H5, logical. Terrible. Okay, I just have to move though. We'll go here and force the trades. H4. Of course, that was a horrible move too. Yeah, what am I even doing? This should still be a draw with perfect play, but whether I can actually play this perfectly is a whole different question altogether. I mean, this should be a draw, right? Maybe it's not. Okay, let's go here. I'm in a tough spot here. The question is, do I flag him or take the draw? I'm actually in quite a tough spot here. It doesn't feel right to flag him, but I have C7 here. Whoa, this is actually quite tricky. No, I'm just gonna take the draw here. It's not right. Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. Okay, let's go again. I think there's a Herb Johnson, a Ladyboy. You could have taken my queen on which move? Yeah, a draw is okay. I mean, I'm not playing for rating right now. I'm just playing to play Blitz. I mean, there are always tricky spots like that where you have to decide whether to take a draw or whether you're going to try to flag. But I mean, of course, if I really wanted to play for the flag, I should have been moving quicker. I skipped school to watch this. Okay, I guess I should feel good about that or bad about that. I don't know. What mode do you like playing the most? I like playing Blitz, probably. I mean, Rapid, I think it just depends on the mood. If I'm in certain moods, Rapid is much more fun than Blitz. But it really just depends how pure I want to be. Or pure is the wrong word. No, E takes F4, Rook takes E2, Rook D8, there's Rook E8. It's like not pure. It's like what kind of precise, how precise do I want to be? Like, do I want to play like super precise chess, just like good chess? What do I want to do? That's really what it comes down to. If I'm looking to just be like play like really precise chess where it's like serious mode, I would say that definitely Rapid is more enjoyable. Now Queen B5 is very cheesy, but I'll play it anyway. Can I ban everyone in chat? I forget how this works. The thought. Will I ever visit UC Davis Chess Club? Maybe. I mean, I'm not opposed to such things, but we'll see. I'll take, I mean, again, very, very dry, like super dry. I'll go here, knight c6 and king e6 probably. Although white is probably very, I am probably very slightly worse here. Probably very slightly better for white with knight c4, knight a5. Shouldn't be anything special to write home about, but I am probably marginally worse here. Oh, maybe now, probably not. Because now I have knight c6. Yeah, he missed the window. I think there was a window with like, I think he missed the window. When am I visiting India again? I don't know, you guys. Now I could trade and play b5 to get very aggressive. That's a very aggressive approach, and so I'll do it. We'll see if it actually works. I don't know when I'll visit India again. Not sure. Now b4 is the move that I assumed was right. Let's go b4. And maybe rook b8, maybe bishop f8. And Noterbeck using a lot of time here trying to work out what's going on. b4 is a very committal move by me, not a move that I normally would play. Oh, I gave him rook d5, of course. Should not have let that happen either, but still relatively okay. Do we still do Wordle and Chessel? I haven't done either of those in quite a while. I did Wordle not so long ago, but Chessel, I don't think I've done that in quite a bit. Now I can trade and go a4, a3. If I go a4 right away, why not? Of course, all roads are kind of leading to a draw here, so it's not particularly special. So I can also take on c3. Goes b3, which is interesting. So now I have rook a2 to force an endgame. Rook a1, however, I feel like is maybe even stronger. He's kind of messed this up just a little bit. There's some slight weakness here. It's not losing or anything for white, but there is some slight weakness. What's he do? He plays rook d3, so I can play rook a2 check. King f1 logical. Now f5 obviously a move here, and I think I should play it. Maybe f4, maybe rook c2. F4 the move or not? I'm gonna play it. It's a very committal move here, but I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna go rook c2. The point behind this is that he's got this weakness around the king here, and h4 feels kind of wrong. Maybe I can play h5, maybe even bishop c3 and bishop d4 is a move, but I think I'm gonna play h5 first, fix the weak pawn. He goes g3, which also takes me a little bit by surprise. Not necessarily a bad move, but like bishop c5, bishop d4. I don't know if this is actually anything, but it feels like I might have a slight pull in this end game here. King is weak, bishop is weak. Rook f2, dude. Okay, disappointing from Noterbeck, I'm gonna be honest. And now I just go knight e5 and he's just lost. Disappointing from Noterbeck to play f4 there, but this will be winning for me, so yeah, it's life. He'll probably just resign. Disappointing. Well, I mean, Noterbeck is definitely the I would say, because Ali Reza is no longer a professional chess player and he's trying to emulate Hikaru Nakamura, I would say, hot take, but I think that that Noterbeck is probably the best junior in the world right now. Simple answer, you guys. So yeah, we think I'm being toxic. I'm not being toxic at all. Isn't this just winning f2? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, let's play knight f3 again. Yeah, I mean, since Ali Reza no longer plays chess and he has delusions of grandeur in the fashion industry, I would say Noterbeck is probably probably the best junior in the world in my opinion right now. So let's go bishop d3 and takes. If Andrew Tang was playing, he'd be great. Andrew Tang, I think, could have been like a 2600 plus GM if he had kept playing. But I don't, 2700 is a far reach. I mean, if you compare as a comparison, like you look at Daniel Naroditsky, I think the world of Daniel. I think he's obviously an incredible chess player. But even Daniel, if he worked really hard, maybe could get to 2700. But I would be hard pressed to say that I think he could be much higher than that. And Daniel's like miles ahead of Andrew, so he could have been 2600, but not much more than that, I don't think. So it's just, chess is just very hard. Yeah. Do I see Noterbeck become world champion? I don't know who's going to make it into like the top 5, but when I look at the junior players, Noterbeck's done one thing, and again, if I was playing chess professionally, I would not be saying this, but since I no longer play chess professionally and I'm just a streamer, I will say this. When I look at Noterbeck, one thing that he's done that is actually very, very good in recent events specifically. Wait, do I have queen c2 here maybe? Hit the pawn and hit the knight. Where was I going? So yeah, so Noterbeck, he actually has been experimenting a lot with openings. Like if you saw him play in this tournament in Germania recently, he was playing like the Sicilians, just playing like the Rouser, or the Classicals we call it, against Anish Giri. He also was playing the Dragon against Levana Ronin. He was really mixing it up quite a bit with his openings, and that's something that I think is very important to be doing at the level he's at, because he's sort of, you have to find your limits, what you can do against these top guys and what you cannot do. And so I thought that was very, very impressive to see. Now I can take this pawn here. I'm obviously a terrible chess player, but I don't see why this isn't just a free pawn, so I'm going to go for it. So that's one thing that I will say that he's doing that a lot of the other top guys were not doing, and I was very impressed by it. Go b4 here, bishop. Oh, I missed bishop b2, of course. Do I have rook b1, rook c3? I do. Is it clean? Probably not. I also have b5 maybe. Wait a second, there should be something. I also have knight b1. I mean, b5 looks like the best move, so I'll go for it. 3173. Can you get any worse? I know it's not where I want to be, but the problem is it seems like my rating is really high and everyone else's rating is deflated at the moment. So there's deflation, or not deflation, I think they would call it stagflation, but at any rate, everyone else's rating is super low. Like Noterbeck, he's 3000, very low. Jordan Van Forest was like 2950, very low. That's just life. What to say? Not even 3200, pathetic. I know, tell me about it. Let's go here. Now I'm up a juicer, outside juicer, weak pawn. Technically speaking, this should be very good for me. Whether I'll actually convert it remains to be seen. Now I can trade, which I don't really want to, but I think it's correct. I guess I'll go knight f3, as long as I don't get ice skated here. Go here. Just gonna reroute the knight. Guess I'll go to d3. I don't even know if d3 is right. He can play rook g4. Plays there. Play h3. No need to be really aggressive here. Let's go knight b2. Probably I'm gonna try to go a4 somewhere. He actually lets me play rook d3, which I'm a little surprised by, because now we're in an end game where it's only rooks and knights on the board. Go here. I don't even know if knight b4 does anything, but it's a move. Let's go here. This knight's trying to jump every which way. That's a good move. So I'll go here though, because now a4 is kind of a problem. Maybe, probably not really. Okay, so how do I do this? I guess I'll play f3. Not a move I want to play, by the way, but I'll play it. Knight e2. Go here. Now I have rook c3 or rook c4. Position's starting to look up for me quite a bit here. Go here. Oh wait, he is just wait. Okay, I go rook d4. What am I doing? Yikes. Still might be good for me though. Probably not. This should be a draw with correct play. I mean, I have to decide again, do I want to try to flag him at all costs? My rating isn't high enough to really justify it, so I'll just offer him a draw. Also, I'm gonna have to figure out what this issue with this draw offer is, because this is actually very annoying that I have to actually click on offer the draw, and that's cost in scrambles. That should not be the case. So I'm gonna have to figure this out for the next for Title Tuesday, because I can just see this happening. I've got like 3 seconds left in a game and I go to hit draw, and then like the thing holds and it costs me like 2 seconds and I lose the game on time. I'm gonna play d5. Thank you so much to Cast Native for the 6. Thank you so much to Sketch. Thank you Sporty for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you to Differ for the tier 1 Chibs pack for the prime, Pot Shack for the run. Yeah, I mean, you can play it out. In this case against Noterbeck, I could play it out, but in general there are going to be situations where you have like 5 seconds left and you just offer the draw, and of course both players want to take it, but if you get too low on time, you know, you could actually just lose. So d4 is a move here. It's really an interesting move, so I'm going to play it. I don't even know if it's right, but I'll play it. I mean, there is bishop c4, but I'm gonna assume I'm okay there. Probably a confirmed draw. Well, I clicked on it. I clicked on settings, play, and I confirm resign. I unchecked it. I unchecked it. Well, I guess you guys can't see it, but yeah, it's off, right? Confirm resign. I turned it off, so you shouldn't have to confirm, right?
Just took $5 out of Bezos's pocket.
I mean, I don't know, whatever, but whatever. Resign is different from a draw. I don't think there's an actual draw. There's a draw button, by the way, for those of you guys who are wondering. I'm gonna play queen e7 here, maybe.
Thanks.
I could have traded and played queen e7 too, but okay, let's take. I guess queen e2 is actually kind of forced here, which is a little bit funny. Go here. I play knight d7 is f4. I just go back to e6. To remind me. AskChess.com, I bet they'll do it for you. Well, I don't know why it's happening, because it just shouldn't happen, period. That's what I'm actually confused by. Trade. Multiple squares. I don't know which one's right, so I'm gonna go to e6. I think e6 might be wrong, but play g6. Playing g6, I was kind of worried about knight h5, knight f4 for some reason. Plays f4. Guess I'll go f5. Go here, create the scope. King f7, just simple move, keep the king in the center in an end game. I think I'm going to play a5 here. Maybe not a great move, but it's a move that I like. So let's go rook d8. The idea behind rook d8 is that I want to go bishop f8, but later I'm worried about some knight e2 tricks. So I have h5, but I'm not going to play it. I'm going to go bishop f8 and like bishop b4 or something here. And I just want to make sure this pawn is always guarded when I move the knight. So that's why I put the rook on d8. Also, nothing happening on the e file here. Okay, I don't really like that move from Noterbeck. I'll go knight f6. Knight b6 also a move. Oh, is there rook e5? No, I have bishop d5. Okay, so it's still good. Now bishop d5 looks like a pretty commanding move here to trade the bishops. Is knight h2 good move? Very good move by Noterbeck. Hack. That's just a mistake by me. I guess I'll go here and force a trade. I mean, this should be good for me because I'm trying to get a grip with knight e3 somewhere in here. Yeah, that's the rook e1's probably a good move. I'll play rook e8 to trade a set of rooks. Now I can play b5. Maybe rook a5 also looks like a reasonable move to go rook c5 and put pressure on the pawn. Goes g3. I could play b5 here. Maybe I could also just play bishop e6, but I have to move kind of quickly. I'm running out of time here. Yeah, I lost the thread here. Unfortunate. I guess I just go like, wait, I gotta move. What am I doing? Why did I do that exactly? That was just completely ridiculous by me, but okay. I do get a great knight on e3 at least. It's kind of okay. This knight is huge on e3. It's just a jumbo horse. Okay, I mean, I guess I just make the draw. I mean, wait, is this actually a draw or not? Wait, I have a protected pass pawn. Might be losing. No, this is losing. He should have just taken the draw. Why did Noterbeck try to get too cheeky? Yeah, he tried to get too cheeky. Too cheeky by Noterbeck. He should have just taken the draw. Thank you so much to Luca Bree. Thank you so much to Chat Cheeky, GMHikaru. Thank you so much to Noonwine for the 18 and Justin Twitch for the Prime. Yeah, way too cheeky. Knight A1 was a mistake. I don't know, but there was a game full of elves by both of us because we had these knights. Go here. It takes no ads. Sorry, you guys. Once again, if you do have Amazon Prime, you can connect your Amazon Prime to Twitch Prime and subscribe for $0. Amazing, isn't it? So you can subscribe to my channel for $0, get 0 ads if you do have Amazon Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch. So take $5 out of that annual subscription for Amazon Prime to get the Prime shipping, videos, etc., and put it in the pocket of your favorite hardworking streamer, which of course would be me. So make sure you do connect your Amazon Prime. Twitch Prime does not auto renew every month, so Amazon is hoping that you just forget all about it and never use it. But those of us who are paying attention and competent, we do use it. So make sure you connect your Prime and you do use it. Thank you so much to JMac for the Prime as well. Thanks so much to JMac for spending $0 and resubbing to the channel. Thank you so much to JMac. Appreciate it. Thank you. Amazon's probably down today, I assume. Actually, I don't know, but I assume Amazon's probably down. I'm gonna go knight d4 and trade, I guess. Thank you so much to 2 Ples for the 2 D-Lars for the Prime and Flus. Although NASDAQ is up, right? So the NASDAQ, oh wait, we went bigly green. Everything went green. I guess I should be happy I didn't buy First Republic Bank this morning, because I spent a couple hours looking at it. I can play CD5 or C5 here. I'm just gonna go C5. Not the best move, but it is a move. Thanks so much to the Quantum Yankee, appreciate it. I had no SVB exposure, no, but there are people I know who live in the Bay Area who did. But of course it doesn't matter because the government stepped in, so everybody's going to be made whole anyway. Thanks so much Differ A1 for the 2. Of course, rest in peace to Silicon Valley Bank. They were a sponsor of chess. For people who weren't aware, there is a chess connection there. I think they did sponsor Magnus Carlsen to do some events a couple of years back. Thank you so much to I am Oven Mitt for the gifted sub, appreciate it. So rest in peace to another chess sponsor. I'm gonna play f4 knight f3, I guess. I'm killing Noterbeck's rating. Hardly 3-1 is like I'm barely breaking even. Yeah, no, I think they're making everybody whole, not the people who own stock, but my understanding was like the FDIC limit is 250k, but I'm pretty sure the government is just like they're covering everybody, unless I'm crazy. I thought it was just they're covering you. So if you have $1 billion with Silicon Valley Bank, you're gonna be okay. That was my reading of the situation. Now maybe I'm just completely insane and I misread it, but I thought the government said that they were. That was my understanding of what happened, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go g3 to so I can push e4 at some point, and this pawn guards. Now e4 is the move I want to play. Is it a good move? E4 bishop? No, that's nothing. So I just do it. Yeah, let's go for it. They said they were going to go over the 250k limit. Okay, that was my understanding. G3 makes sense here because now I guard the juicer. Knight g5 is a move. F5 is not really a move. Rook fd1 looks solid here. I just have to be careful there's no cheese with knight takes f4 somewhere. It doesn't look like it exists, but it could. And knight e5 looks like a pretty nice move here because now I want to put this knight on d6. Ooh, he takes that way. I think I'm just getting a jumbo horse. I'm getting a great bash in here and a connect 4. Looks very questionable by Noterbeck. Very questionable. Yeah, let's create the jumbo horse. I mean, I guess he's gonna go queen g5 and try to use his knights. If I play queen d2, there's knight e5, which I don't really love. Okay, I don't want to burn all my clock, or maybe just I'm gonna play a quiet move like king h1. Not the only move, but it's just quiet, simple. Let's go rook c4 here. Maybe bishop c1's an idea. Knight e3. Okay, it goes queen e3. I'll just play rook e4, force a trade. Yay! If b6, I assume I'm sacking. So it goes knight e7. Let's go here.
Thanks. Are you playing in
oh wait, I can't go
Chessable Masters later today?
I am not. We will be covering it though. That was exactly the point. Let's go here and take. I will be covering it. I've kind of let Noterbeck off the hook a little bit here. I think he's maybe okay. I will be covering because I'm already qualified for the next event, so fortunately I don't have to play. Let's go here. I'm gonna play. Oh, did I just blunder knight c3? I did. What the heck? Ridiculous. I just hung something. Although knight a4, and this is where we bring up the classic Andrea Botez line that she asked Magnus Carlsen, which is, do you know how the horse moves? Noterbeck apparently forgot how the horse moves. Thank you so much to Polu Giante for the 2 months. Play knight f6 here. Yeah, I can play d5 and some kind of weird. No, I'll play c6 d5 again. He plays d4. Okay, let's just play d6, something different. Thank you so much to Parshi Poglu for the prime. Thank you so much. Bishop g4 is fine. Let's play knight bd7 in honor of Jobava Badur, who likes this setup with the Philidor. Does Noterbeck go to school? I don't know if he does. I don't think he needs to. I mean, when he won the World Blitz and Rapid Championship in Poland 2 years ago, the government of Kazakhstan, I think they gave him like a house or something. Like they gave him like a house. And as we know, or yeah, he's Kazakhstan, right? Or is he Uzbek? Or no, Uzbekistan. Sorry, I get the two confused quite frequently. But they gave him like a house. So he yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great, you guys. He doesn't need to go to school. Thank you so much to Magnush for the prime. Just win a house. Yeah, not homeless. True. Let's play rook e8 and bishop f8, of course. ed4 was better, but who cares? Also, why didn't I just go g6? Ridiculous. Play h6 maybe. And also play g6. I'm gonna play g6. I don't know if it's right. Knight h6, king g7, and bishop e7. And if f4, I trade and go queen b6. Knight g4, just bishop e7. I should be okay here, I think. I guess I go to G8. I don't know which square is right, so who cares? Did the US government give you a house too? No, you guys. You know, if I was worth maybe a few $1 billion and I ran a bank, then maybe they'd do something like that. But unfortunately, I'm just a pleb like everybody else, so that's not really a thing for me, unfortunately. Let's go King H8 here, and play Knight G8 next move. Why are stocks green today? Down 1.5%. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly is green. I mean, my biggest holding is up 5%, I guess, so I should be happy about that. But yeah, I don't know. Let's play Knight F6 and takes. I should be doing well here. I just don't want to let him get a bash on D5, so I'll just take. But yeah, finance stuff is down. I did buy the dip though. Like on Friday towards the end of the day, I was buying. It was Queen E2. I could take, but I know, I just assume A6 is right. I mean, I was buying into the close on Friday because I just don't really believe in it. Maybe takes Rook A B8. Yeah, I should have taken Queen B5 and played Rook B8. That was quite good for me. Whatever. I can play Knight B6 or Knight C5. I think I'm gonna go Knight C5 to hit the pawn on E4 here. This is Norbek Abdustarov from Uzbekistan. I guess I'll take with the knight. Could take with the bishop too, doesn't matter. Takes. Now I can take. And also temporarily ignore his bastion, maybe. I think I'll just take and play Rook C8, Rook C6. Maybe Knight B7 if I have to. We'll see.
Just subscribed.
C3, very logical move from Norbek. I'll go Rook C6. Maybe I should play Knight D7 here. Or Knight A4. I assume I'll go Knight D7 and Knight F6 just to put the knight on a better square. Knight F6 or Knight B6, both moves are playable. F6 looks correct. He's trying to line up a triple stack. I'm not super worried. I just go Rook D8 and guard. Go here and then Rook D8 or Rook B8 maybe also. Actually, let's go Rook B8 and Rook B6. Let's guard against a triple stack this way. Queen E3 is a little bit of he's trying to go Bishop B3, I guess. But I can reroute the pony now. He's trying to put the bishop on this other diagonal, which is a logical idea, but I don't think it does a whole lot. Thank you so much to Snayman for the 35, Rossi V for the 6, and Curry HC for the 32 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, is he looking at bishop H? I thought he was maybe looking at bishop takes H5, but I guess not. Now I can play Knight B6, A5, A4, also a possibility. Not a move I really love. But who cares? Let's just do it.
Margro just took $5 out of Basil.
Oh, if I go B4, B4, bishop A4, takes. I also have Knight B6, Knight C4. Okay, I can't burn my whole clock here, so I guess let's just go here. Let's go B4, force a trade. Knight C5 first was maybe actually even stronger, but so be it. I take on C4. Wait a second. I'm low on time. Let's go here. Go here. Go for mate. And now I'm going for mate and Uno with Queen H3. That's just mate and 1. So he has to play G4 and then I take. Norbek probably has time for 2 more after this. 1 or 2 more. Either the Quabi for the prime and Margro for the 4 and LSTA. He might stop here though. He might actually stop because he might want a little bit of a break before the event. Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah, he's done. Okay. So all right, so we win this match 5-1. I'm gonna take a short break. Norbek's weakest format is Blitz. Maybe I think Norbek is actually quite strong in Blitz. His rating did not get massacred that much. I mean, he lost like 10 points despite losing 5 out of 6. Yeah, there's a Chess Champions Tour qualifier. So I played the Chess Champions Tour qualifier for the first event. Maybe it was like 2 months ago now. Maybe it wasn't 2 months, like a month and a half ago. But I qualified because I made it to the top 3. So I don't have to play it, but it is going to be starting pretty soon. So we're gonna watch it. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna watch it starting in like 13 minutes. So I'm taking a short break and run to the restroom, and then we'll keep going. So I'll be back in 1 second. Arena Kings, of course.
Clutch_ easily just subscribed.
Thank you so much, Clutch Easily, as well for the 14-month resub. Thank you so much, Clutch Easily. Thank you so much, Medieval Ballista for the 32 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, all right, so this event's starting in like 10 minutes. We're gonna cover it. I'm actually surprised by the list of players who are registered right now, because I'm looking, who is Zlatan? Because I look at this list of players who are registered right now, I'm kind of surprised. First of all, I see Anish Giri, but I can't play you guys because I'm already qualified. Neither can Magnus. But okay, I don't see Levon Aronian. I don't see Sam Shanklin right off. I do see Vladimir Kramnik is playing. Oh, actually, there's Levon. Levon's way down. Ali Reza Farouja, of course, is playing number 18. I think you guys can see it. You can't see it clearly, so let me adjust the scene. But yes, we have Ali Reza Farouja who is playing. Let me make it a little bit bigger. But I can't play because I'm already qualified. But there are a few. Sam is in Berlin. I mean, again, to be fair, so many people are low rated, it's hard to spot who's who. We have Maxime Vachier-Lagrave who is playing. Polish fighter, which is Jan Krzysztof Duda. Who is NTD Van? Okay, so we have Grandmaster Scotty Win from Vietnam, I guess. Van Win. I don't know who he is. Let's go back. Who else is there? Bortnik is streaming. Nice. I can't play you guys. I'm already qualified. Why are you qualified? Because I played in the first Chess Champions Tour event, which was called the Air Things Masters, and in that event the top 3 players qualified automatically, and I was the runner-up in that event. So because I was the runner-up, I lost to Magnus in the final. I automatically qualified along with Magnus. The 3rd place finisher, Wesley So, also made it in. So we were the 3 who made it, and Fabiano Caruana made it in because he won Group B of the Air Things Masters. So there are only 4 spots up for grabs, which I assume means that 8 players qualify to a knockout, and then you have you have the 4 winners moving on to play in the next event. Where does Hikaru live these days? I am currently living in Florida. Thanks so much to Bonding Seth for the 27 months as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to Bonding Seth. Very, very brutal, by the way. Very brutal, because with only 8 players qualifying to knockout and only 4 making it through, the odds are very low. Very, very low. Very low. Yeah. Best state, best governor. No, you guys. I'll since we have a little bit of time before we start, I'll just talk about random topics. I do not think Ron DeSantis is the best governor. I think basically the bottom line is that you really have two ways of looking at things politically, which is either whoever is running things, whether it be the state or the federal government, they get full credit. They get credit for everything that goes right and everything that goes wrong, or they get no credit because in reality, most of it has nothing to do with them. So I mean, it's like, for example, if you really believe that, I mean, then the fact of the matter is that that the certain you would have to say that Democrat presidents are probably the greatest presidents ever, simply because the stock market historically has gone up more under Democrats than Republicans. So frankly, it's all because of the Democratic presidents that the stock market has gone up. Am I right? Now of course we all know that's obviously not true, but that's sort of how I feel when it comes back to when it comes back to politics. It's like, I mean, you can say DeSantis gets all the credit for everything. I don't really buy it. I don't really buy it. So that's just me personally. Yeah, Bornick said he lives 10 minutes away from me. Very possible. Very, very possible. Yeah, definitely possible.
Zoranik just subscribed. Hello, my man. All good?
So anyway, thank you so much to Sornik for the 5. Thank you to Ream Gaming for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, that's just what I would say, is that I mean, the whole thing is so silly. It's all silly. Check Discord. Oh, is there something in Discord? I don't know, but anyway. All right, so back to this. We'll do this also while we're on a short break before we get going. I do want to talk just very briefly about the streamer awards. I was not following the streamer awards very closely. The great thing about not going to the streamer awards is that you know very early on whether you've won the award or not. So for me, when I didn't get a message from Cutie, probably about like 2-3 hours before the whole thing started, I already knew I wasn't going to win. So to Levy for that. So that's a little bit I will say about the streamer awards. Refresh, it's back. Refresh what? The page? Wait, refresh what? Refresh what? What happened? Wait, refresh what? I'm not showing any dropped frames. Oh, Twitch had a small F. Oh, okay. I was like I didn't see anything go wrong. So that's the first thing that I would say. That's the main thing. I didn't lose any frames. No, so I guess that's actually Twitch just died. Clearly he won best streamer, not content creator. I'm sorry, you guys, this is one hot take I will have today. Levy won the award for being the chess content creator of the year. I'm gonna say that. I mean, not to make this into some kind of drama, but the reality is frankly, as far as the whole award show goes, I find it very strange because it seemed like there's certain parts of it that were specifically done to try to include YouTube, to include YouTube. And that actually, I'm not talking about Levy when I say that, but it felt like there were certain ways that, like, it's a Twitch sponsored event, it's supposed to be about streaming, but there were certain parts that they intentionally felt like they had to make it about YouTube. And so then there's like this blur all over everything, which really shouldn't exist. So that's the only little bit of the hot take that I will have on the whole thing, as far as it goes. So anyway, yeah, probably because of Ludwig. Well, you know, there is a fact. I said it that at the end of the day, there is one simple reality when it comes to putting together productions or events or whatnot on Twitch. And when you do that, how do you sell it to sponsors? The way you sell it to sponsors is obviously you have to have certain names so you can show that you're going to get certain viewership, and that is simply the reality at the end of the day. That's just how it goes. So anyway, all right, so back to it. This event will be starting 4.5 minutes. Wesley's number 2 in Blitz. I don't care, you guys. You think I care? You think I care? Thank you so much to Gumensto for the Prime Day, Heat Miser for the 51, and Bazcam as well for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Yeah. So all right, anyway, 4 minutes till we start this. Quite a few YouTube creators won awards. I mean, I didn't watch it closely, but it seemed like when I was looking at it, Ludwig obviously won an award for chess boxing. Levy won an award, of course, for his YouTube channel. Let's just be real about it. But beyond that, who else won something that was related to YouTube? Like Hassan obviously is on Twitch. Kai Snat is on Twitch. I saw Fuslie was nominated for something. I don't think she won, but I saw Fuslie was nominated. But again, I don't think she won. OTV, yeah, but I mean OTV, they do put out content on YouTube, but all their creators are streaming on Twitch. I mean, if I think about Disguised Toast, for example, or I think about, I mean, not Jade, sorry, Jody, or any of them, like the reason that they won is because of their Twitch streams. It's not because of the videos that they put out on YouTube. I mean, let's be real. So anyway, starting at 3 minutes. EEAAO won Best Picture. I don't even, what is EEAAO? Sorry, what is I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Did I see the Oscars? I don't watch TV, you guys, so I actually, there's no way that I would know. But anyway, all right, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know, sorry, I don't watch TV. Anyway, okay, starting at 2.5 minutes. Now I'm not sure if I can actually watch it here, if I have to watch it in chess.com events. Either way, we'll figure it out. It's a movie, not TV. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, those are just my little takes. Also on in other news, of course, rest in peace to anybody who had investments in Silicon Valley Bank. They were a sponsor of chess for quite a while. They did sponsor Magnus sponsored Magnus Carlsen for some events. Also, it looks like the principal holder of chess.com, which is General Atlantic, got very lucky, because I did read an article the other day, which I will pull up for you guys to see. And General Atlantic, I believe they're the private equity firm that has a majority shareholding stake in chess.com. And let me find the article. Let me see if I can find the article. Yeah, I think this is the article. Let me see if I can find the article very quickly. But there was an article where it said that General Atlantic was going to be investing $500 million into Silicon Valley Bank. So it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let me see if I can find the article somewhere. Yeah, here we go. It's a Reuters article. I'll just pull this up for 1 second, you guys. Yeah, there was a Reuters article which I'll just go down to the one relevant section here, which is where was it? It was somewhere in here. Yeah. Where that's a nice little graph, by the way, but where was it? Is somewhere in here. Yeah, there's this one sentence that says it says, in a separate deal, Silicon Valley Bank said private equity firm General Atlantic was going to buy $500 million worth of its shares. So it looks like General Atlantic got very lucky there that they did not actually do this, because this was on Thursday. So this was an article that was written on March 10th. So this was written on Thursday, and it sounds like General Atlantic, they were about to buy $500 million of shares in Silicon Valley Bank, but I assume they didn't, and they got very lucky and dodged a huge bullet. So that's what it looks like. But I did actually notice the sentence, and it was quite amazing to see this. So anyway, back to the chess. Let me put the music back on. Why did I stop it? I don't even remember why I did, but I did. So let's keep going. Then they realized they could buy lower for pennies on the dollars. Maybe. I'm not sure if I can actually watch it in live chess. I don't think I can. I think I have to watch it in events. So let me pull it up. Let's wait for the games. Yeah, this is playing. So the game should be starting soon. Okay. Oh, am I following Zlatan? Maybe I am. Okay, never mind. I guess I can follow it. I guess I can just follow it here. Okay.
Over a year, Pog.
Actually, let's not watch. Let's see who we're gonna watch. I want to watch. Let's watch Ali Reza Farouk. Wait, let's watch Farouj's game. Thanks so much to Ice 420. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So here we go. Game number 1 is underway. Ali Reza has played d4 against Genghis Khan from, of course, Argentina, because Genghis Khan has decided to go to a different part of the world to try and conquer people there. Anyway, d4 played on move 1. We're waiting for a move from Genghis Khan. Genghis is apparently thinking. I don't know why, but he is. Thank you so much to Loki for the 13. They were Renora for the 10, and Rachel Crater as well as 10 plus 2, of course. 10 minutes with 2-second increment. d4 c4 g6 played here by Ali Reza. 1b3. No, everybody's playing in this event. Let me see who's playing. We have Anish Giri, we have Sib Elephant, which of course is Artemiev, we have Arjun Gukesh, We have Polish Fire, which is Duda. We have Konovets, who I'm playing in America's Cup. Sam 7. Don't you need a delay? No, you guys, because I'm not playing in the event. I'm just covering it. So this tournament is more important than Pro Chess League or not? It is more important than the Pro Chess League. Absolutely. Alirez has the white pieces here in this game. So we're going to be covering this for a little bit. Probably do some other stuff as well, but we'll see. We'll keep rolling. That is not Zlatan Abrahamovic. Zlatan is apparently Laurent Fresnay from France. I don't know if Laurent is some huge Zlatan fan or what, but it's not the real Zlatan. Why are we watching a non-Magnus card tournament? Well, it's a qualifier and there are other strong chess players who are playing. Why am I not playing? Because I qualified. The 4 players qualified for the final portion of the Air Things Masters are Magnus Carlsen, the winner of the first event, myself, I was the runner-up, Wesley So, who finished in 3rd place, and then the winner of Group B, Fabiano Caruana, gets in. I don't really know if I like the fact that Fabiano got him from winning the B group, because of course the fact that he gets in, whereas players in the A group don't, it's almost like you can game it and potentially end up in the B group and win that and then automatically qualify for the next event. So I'm a little bit sketchy on whether that's how it should be, but it is what it is. Things that we should dread for the prime, but other players can watch your stream like their opponent. No, because I believe the games themselves are delayed by a minute. I believe the games themselves are delayed, so I don't believe this is in real time. If this is in real time, don't blame me, you guys. Blame chess.com for being unable to delay it, but I'm pretty sure these games are delayed by a minute. I mean, if it's not, that's not my fault. Okay, h5, weird move by Genghis Khan. I guess he wants to stop White from playing g4, but now Alireza says, you know what, you played h5, I'm just going to castle kingside and play f4. I'm taking shots at Fabi. No, it's not about taking a shot at Fabi. I just think it's questionable that someone cannot play the top group but win the second group and automatically qualify to the top group. It just, to me, that seems weird versus say players in the top group who just got left out in the cold. So f4 played, great move by Alireza. The bar is loving it for White. Again, h5, very dubious move from Genghis Khan. Like he played h5 because he was worried that if he castled, there would be g4 and it's kind of iffy. So he played h5 to stop it, but Alireza just castles kingside and just plays f4, and so looks pretty bad for black. Looks pretty bad. Although maybe you can get knight c5 and put the knight on e5. If you get these knights in the center, you have chances to be okay here. Alireza is so low. Yeah, I don't know what's with the ratings. I think Alireza is so low because in the previous event, I think he lost something like 5 games in a row, right? He lost his match to Arjun. He lost like 2-0 to Arjun, then he lost 3-0 to Alexei Serrana, I believe. So he lost like 5 games in a row, which I think just killed his rapid rating. Okay. Probably you should actually take, because after gf rook f5 you can maybe go knight c5. If you go g5 f6, that looks horrible. So probably you should take, but it's a very hard move to play for a human. Computer actually loves it, I just noticed. Yeah, takes, and I guess rook f5 knight c5 and it's okay, but it doesn't feel great. Stream tomorrow? Yes, you guys, I will be streaming tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'll be flying to play in the America's Cup. So we will have a stream tomorrow, typical long stream, and go from there. So that's what we're doing. Oh, actually, sorry you guys, I'm being told that apparently there is no delay in live. So apparently I'm not supposed to be watching in live. I have to watch it in events. Never mind, you guys are right. So apparently, I mean, that's talk about terrible infrastructure. I'm sorry you guys, that's just ridiculous. That's just actually ridiculous. I'm just gonna say that is ridiculous. That I mean, I'm sorry that they don't have it fixed. So like I have to watch it. I have to watch it here. That is comical. Okay, let me find Control F. Let me find Fallujah. His game's not showing up. Okay, this gets better and better. Fresnay. Let me see, where is this game? Control F. 0. There we go. Okay, so I guess I'll watch it this way. Let me change the scene, of course. Yeah. I mean, don't ask me. Don't ask me why. I mean, it's kind of insane, honestly. Yeah, that apparently if I watch it in live chess, it's actually live in real time. So why would it matter? Because then theoretically someone could like, they could have someone watching my stream and see my commentary and everything. Pretend you're saying, yeah, it's like I should just toggle back and be like, yeah, and here yeah, and here he's gonna play g5, which is a terrible move, right? Why would they take advice from a streamer? I mean, I kind of agree with that assessment, but it is what it is. Yeah, so pretty funny stuff. Very, very funny. But all right, you guys, so anyway, Alirez's game looks pretty stable. Players of time. Fresne's game is still going on. Let's see, who else do we have who we want to follow? I think I'm gonna look for Aronian, maybe. Levon, maybe.
P_Lesto just took $5 out.
Why is it not showing Aronian?
Thanks.
Okay, let's pull up Levon Aronian's game. Whoa, Levon's game is wild. He's playing against Rude Macarian from Norway, I assume. Lev is actually getting steamrolled here. Oh boy, this is actually really bad. H6 is a huge threat. Wait a second, is Lev gonna lose in round 1? I mean, I don't actually understand this. So why is this so good? If you play H6 and black, if you go King H8, you take with check, and if you try to just dilly-dally, eventually you can go like Queen H5. Okay, we'll see. Thank you for the pesto for the 2 months. Thank you so much to Plesto for the 2. Appreciate it. Yeah. Do you mean to say, why would you take advice from one of the best players ever? Well, I'm a streamer, you guys. I stream chess. I don't play chess professionally anymore. So at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, people consider me a streamer. How many rounds is, I think this is 10 rounds or 9 rounds, and then it's a knockout. So that's how it goes. Yeah. Any of your arena state? Maybe later. I mean, I really do want to cover this because there are some exciting players playing in the event. Alireza is playing, Levon is playing, Maxime is playing, former world chess champion Vladimir Kramnik is playing. Everybody's playing. I'm just a casual chess player. Exactly. Yeah, it's 9 rounds of 10+2, and then you have a knockout on top of it. Realistically, how many people make a full-time living off chess that aren't streamers? Well, actually, this is going to lead into another point related to the streamer awards that I wanted to get to while we're watching the games, because all the moves are going to flow super fast. But I saw a funny comment. Oh, is Nepo playing? Nepo man is Nepo. Oh, he's going to make a, even though it's winning, Rude is just going to make a draw with Queen H6. That's very rude of him. So if Lev goes King H8, his opponent's going to play Queen H6 and force a draw. Even though apparently Bishop, why is Bishop E3 winning? Why is this actually winning? Queen E8, check, and I guess you go here, and then you just castle, and then go Rook G1 with the stack, and it's winning. Again, pretty dank. So we're gonna actually get a draw here. But yeah, so as I was saying, one funny thing back to the main point that I was gonna say is, like, I saw a funny comment that people were talking about Levy, and they were saying how, like, he's very good at explaining to absolute beginners how to you know, how to play the game or be entertaining, all these different things. And people were trying, what I thought was very funny about when people were saying this is that there's one very important thing that people don't understand on the topic, which is that there's one reality. Someone like Levy, for example, and Levy's not the only one. This applies frankly to everybody who plays chess above, say, let's just say IM level or above. And so what happens if you're playing chess in a serious way, you get to a certain level and you hit the wall, so to speak. And if you're not, say, 2700, which of course is very few people in the world, you can't really make a living playing the game. So what do? You have a couple options. One option is you kind of go back to school, you go to college, get a degree, you know, go into some other field, which is very common. A lot of people do that. Or the second thing that a lot of people do is that they end up teaching chess. Now, whether they go to college and then teach chess or just go into teaching chess right away, that is simply the career path that people follow. So when people end up teaching chess, of course, naturally, because they teach chess and they're teaching to players who are at a much lower level, they gain this valuable insight in terms of how to explain things. Now, the reason I say this is because when people start to think, like, you know, someone who's really good can explain in this way, it's actually just not possible, because anybody who gets like 2700 or better, you have to dedicate your life to the game, and you are not teaching chess because you're competing, trying to be the best you can. That's the thing that actually I did want to say about it. If you can't do it, if you can't, you teach. I mean, everybody does it. But the other part also, which is very true, and I would say this, is that, you know, one thing that like I've always focused on doing is not oversimplifying it, and this goes back way to like 2019, even when I was playing the US Championship and doing recaps for that event. And the thing is that the problem is when you start also simplifying like that, the quality of your play starts dropping vastly. It drops a lot no matter who you are. So like if I were to do that, I'm not saying that I can do it in the same way, but if I had done that at a certain point, I would have turned into, instead of being a 2750-ish GM, one of the like top 10 whatever in the world, probably I would be playing at like a 2700 level or a little bit below that if I did it. And that's sort of the trade-off, is that when you start teaching a lot and you start teaching at a lower level, the quality of your play diminishes dramatically. That's just the reality. 2700, yeah, but compared to where I'm at, that is a big drop. So that is actually very, very worthwhile, and you have to point out Lecco is great explaining. Lecco is, I mean, okay, maybe I'm wrong this, but I consider Peter Lecco to be great when I'm watching, because Peter's Lecco commentary is at an extremely high level. I don't think most people who are newer to the game of chess would say that Peter Lecco's commentary is something that if you're like 1200 you can follow closely. Levon's game ends in a draw, by the way, so Levon's opponent makes a draw in the first round. So let's move on. What other games do we have? I don't know. You can tell me. Teaching rating is inversely proportional to chess rating. That's probably one way of looking at it for sure. Okay, we have other games. What other games do we have? Alireza is, I'm scrolling down because Alireza's game is so far down the list. Where's Alireza's game? Oh, let's go back to Alireza. Here we go. Check Nepo. Is Nepo actually playing? I don't think he is, but I'll control F. Nepo, is he playing? Nepo, wait, maybe control F is wrong. Maybe I should search here. Nepo? No, the Nepo's not playing. He's not playing. Okay, let's watch Anish's game. I think it's always said Gajah with the prime. Daniel's an exception. I mean, to some degree, yes, but Daniel also, I'll be fair, Daniel's rating could be a lot higher than it is. Like his rating is maybe like 2600, a little over it. I mean, his rating could be 2650 or higher if he dedicated himself solely to playing. Now, it wouldn't be good enough to make a living, obviously, but nonetheless, it could be in that range. Okay, Anish, by the way, is playing a Najdorf. Anybody who has his chessable course on the Najdorf can tell me if this is what he recommends. Then again, of course, I have seen this line before. And this is probably slightly better for white, but black, of course, has played a Bond Cloud. White doesn't really have entry squares, and the bishops are a little bit cramped here. Like this bishop has no scope behind the pawn. You can't really scope anything here, and your other bishop is on kind of a dead diagonal too. So I think white is a little bit better objectively, but it's not much in my opinion. Top 100 in the world, not good enough to make a living. Welcome to the sad realities of chess. Welcome to the very sad realities, which is why a lot of people who are 2600, what do they go and do? Well, either they go and they get another job in another field, or they end up teaching chess. So that is just the reality, unfortunately. Queen's some very bad move, by the way, because now white's going to go c4, and you can't eat the juicer because after takes. There's here and Forktown, USA with b4, population Drigalov. So that would be a big mistake. Instead, we get b5 here. Probably on each will go bishop a3 or bishop d2. I don't know which one he'll play. So yeah, that's just it's the unfortunate reality. I mean, that's the reality of chess. It's a very, very unfortunate reality. That's just how it is. So, all right. You think in the next 2 to 3 years, chess tournaments will get bigger with bigger personalities? Depends what the notion of personality is. It depends what your definition of personality is. If you're talking about top players, I'm not confident that's going to happen. Mainly because I think most top players think that if they were to stream or do this content, it's going to detract from their ability to play chess at the top levels. So that's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I think most top players view it that way. They view it as something that's going to detract from their chess rather than adding to their chess. And so I'm fairly pessimistic that when you talk about personalities, if you mean like top players, that's going to happen. So if you mean personalities like Rubius or like XQC or the PogChamps, that's a different story, of course. Anyway, show goes on. So neither side is probably castling. Actually, neither side can castle. Anish played rook d1 and rook g1. Maybe he'll play a Bond Cloud, or he'll run his king to g2, one of the two. So all right, get b4 played here. Thank you so much to Archer Bear for the 3 months of ooh, there's knight f5 here maybe, but then king f8. Computer likes h4 again, very dank. I don't understand. Apparently knight f5 is wrong, even though you saw me just jump out of my mind, but the computer hates it. I mean, I guess it's because of h4 there's just bishop e6 or maybe d5. We'll see what happens here. So anyway, is there any possibility classic world chess championship will lose its prestige, any player's focus? Yes, absolutely. If Magnus Carlsen remains the best player in the world for the next couple of years, the world chess championship is going to lose all of its prestige, plain and simple. That's just the reality. If the best player in the world, and he is the best player by more than say like a small margin, is not playing, the classical world chess championship will just lose all of its prestige. Simple. And will he remain the best player for the next few years? I don't have a crystal ball, you guys. If I had a crystal ball, of course I would have been short Silicon Valley Bank. So I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do think he's going to remain the best player for the next few years by a big margin. Simple answer. Anyway, actually no, if I had a crystal ball, I would not have gone short Silicon National Bank. I would have actually gone short First Republic Bank, because Silicon National, because I don't even know how you're supposed to cash out. If you actually were short Silicon Valley Bank, the stock is not trading. So if you were just short the shares, I'm not even sure how you're supposed to cash it out. So no, I actually would have gone short First Republic Bank. That's how I would have done it, because they're still trading, they're still a bank, and they're still in business. So yeah, thank you so much to Camera 666 for the 29 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, because it didn't I think also didn't that happen in the Big Short too? Like on all the on all those mortgage securities, wasn't there a point where they basically weren't trading? So the people had to basically like they had to cash out at a certain point. They couldn't hold it to max, because then of course you get screwed because the government comes in and buys everything up. So yeah, I think actually it's true. I think it is true. I think that some of those guys had to cash out before they wanted to. Now d5, of course, here you got to play d5. E4 also maybe a move here, but I'm worried about some c4 type move. Maybe not this exact move, but I think you got to go d5, knight d6, and then just play in the center of the board. d5 looks like a strong move. He does play it, knight d6, and D's knights are better than D's bishops here. Computer loves it. Thinks after king g7, black's already just outright winning. Because white has a dead bishop. You've got a dead bishop on b2, but can white go c4? If white can't go c4, your bishop is dead. Just an illustrative example. Look at this poor bishop. It's just walled in by all the pawns. h5 is apparently great. Again, this bishop is just completely dead on c1. Bishop on g2 very passive, but at least this bishop you can maybe go like king f2 and bishop f1. Yeah, probably h5 again. You got to do something before white gets bishop c1 in, and he does it. Anish up on the clock at least, so he does have chances. He's on tap for the prime, and Mr. Shallot for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Knight f6, good move back. Not a good position for Anish here, but I think he's going to survive due to the time situation. I think it's going to probably be a draw, a big surprise. Probably like rook h8, king g2, rook c8. $20 seconds. Okay, rook g8. Takes rook b6 maybe, although you have to be careful of g4 and knight g4 here. Hard to judge. Thanks so much to Big Man Fred for the tier 1, Marchand to Chocolate for the prime. Okay, g4 all in from Dragolov, and this looks really bad, because if you trade everything on g, or wait, can you actually take? Isn't this like some kind of checkmate here? Maybe not. Maybe you survive, but looks scary. Also, if takes, maybe there's knight e5 here. Knight e5 maybe. He plays it. Wow.
MSLHRT just took $5 out of Bezos's pocket. Thanks. Hikaru.
Thanks so much to MSL shirt for the 27 and Gray Marmalade for the 25 months. Anish still has chances to win this. I mean, there's takes king e2, and maybe he survives. Maybe.
MW Russell 12 just took.
Thanks for MW Russell 12 for the 2 months. Thanks so much.
Woo, only 2 months.
How does California continually manage to get continually bailed out by the feds despite flushing billions down the toilet? I don't know, you guys. I don't actually. That's not something that I follow closely. I think Anish will save this. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he'll save it. Okay, tricky move from Anish here. Very tricky move. F6. Okay. Probably is gonna go 95. Maybe a rook a6 even. Rook a6. Okay, king f7. I assume you go rook a6. Still very hard to play for both sides. But now bishop b5. Oh, then there's knight f3 or rook c7. Also very tricky because after bishop d2 there's rook h8 and rook h2 and knight f3, and these knights and the rook, once they get active, it's very scary. Like rook h8, good move. Rook h2, apparently not a good move, but still rook h1. Yeah, rook h1 and knight f3 is still very tricky. Rook h1. Okay, knight d3 takes rook a2 looks good for white. I think takes rook a2. Okay, but now the bishop, now actually both the bishops are kind of active, so I assume Anish will survive this. Like maybe bishop e8 and b5 even. Probably bishop e8 and b5 b6 is what I would do here, although again these knights are a little bit jumpy here, so close to this white king, so we'll see. These knights could get very jumpy if they get in. It's a pony knight, whatever you want to call it. Have your day. Knight takes e3, of course. Rook f1 or rook e1. Okay, he goes rook d1, so on takes there's knight c1 check to win the rook. Also rook d2 check. Very, very scary position to play here. Check. I think this might be a draw. He goes king c2. Rook takes b4 is a strong move here. Will he find rook takes b4? No, he misses it. Rook takes b4 was the only move. Now Anish is gonna win the game. A very, very shaky game. Is it true that Noterbeck was gifted a flat by the president of Uzbekistan? It is true. I believe it's true. That I saw that as in an article. Okay, just rook e6 and then b5 or b5 here. All roads lead to Rome.
d4.
Yeah, b5 b6, and now the bishop gets active, and that's all. Or actually b5, there's maybe rook c3. Still tricky. Maybe just rook c6 possibly. Rook c6, rook e7 with rook e2. Still tricky. King d4 check, king d3, rook f4, b5. Should be winning. Apparently big mistake, king e2. Actually, why didn't Anish go king d4? King b2, d4, d3. Very scary suddenly. King e5, I guess. King f5 is also a draw, but I would go king e5 here. Okay. Check, of course.
Bananas peanut butter just subscribed.
King takes f5, and now, yeah, now this should just be a draw. Probably just well, but b5 there's knight b3 and d3. Anish might lose. D3 d2. Alert, this pawn is too fast. He finds bishop f8, I guess. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be a draw. Bishop h6, rook d4 takes. Wow, he almost lost this. Yeah, I mean knight d2. Not rook d7 because of knight e5, by the way. Okay, just rook h4. King c3. Okay, game ends in a draw. Crazy game. Okay, what? So let's go back. Let's see. What are the standings? Change the scene, of course. Standings are: we have NTD Vanna on 1 out of 1. Still quite a few games going. Oh, you guys said Jose lost, right? You guys said that Jose lost, right? Martinez. Okay, let me change the scene, of course. Where were we? Yeah, Jose lost to somebody. Who did he lose to? Or no, Jose won. I thought you said he lost. I don't know. I thought you said he lost. Rustamov is playing Arjun. This looks like a black is better, but probably a draw because white can hold on the light squares. Yeah, this probably is a draw. Knight g4, knight h6, knight g4. So, all right. So what else do we have? So game ends in a draw. Okay, round 2 starting. Okay, let's see. What are the standings? Let's watch some games. Let's watch Sib Elephant to start round 2. Okay, what do we have? Sib Elephant is playing drop zone. This is David Pravion. King d1, knight c6. Very equal position already. Very equal. These are bananas, peanut butter for the 15, Nuities for the 4, Valar Margulis for the prime. Thank you, Valar Margulis. Thanks so much to Lila Lele for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Am I changing federation to Japan? Not that I know of, you guys. I mean, if there's an offer, I'll consider it, but as far as I know, I'm not. As far as I know, I'm not. So, all right. How are they checking if there's no cheating? They apparently have multiple Zoom calls. Traitor. What a traitor. Yeah, thank you. All right, so Artemiev thinking here again, pretty slow position, no queens on the board, not really what I want to watch. Let's watch Sevian's game. Sevian is playing Platy. Now Sevian, of course, is somebody that I'm playing in St. Louis in the next couple of days in the America's Cup. So let's see what happens. We have a classic. Samuel is playing c4 on move 1, worth noting, of course, for the America's Cup. We have it turns into an exchange. Queen's Gambit declined. I believe this is all pretty standard theory here. I think Queen g5 is the correct move, but I don't remember what the evaluation is. Gotta leak the entire call where they check Task Manager and stuff in your PC. Really? Seriously? Jeez. What a boomer. What a boomer. All right. How do I rate my chance of qualifying for the Kansas next year? Not high, but I literally don't care. Thank you, Scintilla of Enui, for the 11 months. Appreciate it. What am I drinking? I'm drinking my smoothie, you guys. I got my smoothie with some bananas, some ginger, some milk, some oat milk, of course. So pretty standard. So yeah. So okay, this is round number 2. Okay, Platy thinking for a long time here. So yeah. Okay, super intense chess player. Whatever floats your boat, my man. It's all good. Whatever floats your boat. All right. Do I like Hirohito? Of course I do not. I'm not a fan. I mean, all of what Japan did in the run up, frankly, to World War II was pretty terrible. I mean, that's not much else needs to be said. So, not really sure why I would be a fan of him. Alireza won in round 2. Oh, I didn't see. Let me see standings. No, nobody's on 2 out of 2 yet. Everybody's still playing. Yeah. See, who else do we have? Let's watch another game. Let's watch this game between the former world chess champion and not a fan of flagging, Vladimir Kramnik, and Bilodeau, which I believe is Kirill Alexienko. Am I a baseball fan? I was a big baseball fan when I was young, growing up.
$3. Buying you a coffee today. Love the stream.
Cheers. I still have a little bit of my instant coffee. I've still got a little bit left, but now I'm done. Yeah, I grew up rooting for the New York Yankees, of course. Who couldn't? Yeah. Yeah, I grew up rooting for the New York Yankees. Of course, you grew up in New York in the late 90s. I mean, I was very lucky because the first year that I really started following the Yankees was 1996, and of course, I mean, one of the best years ever. I mean, Pettit should have won the Cy Young. Of course, they gave it to that stupid guy on the Blue Jays, but I mean, Pettit was great. You had Derek Jeter, of course, Paul O'Neill, Tino Martinez, the glory days. So yeah, no, baseball was great in the 90s. I loved the Yankees. Yeah. Yep. So I did follow baseball a lot. I haven't followed baseball much in recent years, but I did love baseball. Banks recover. Well, I told you guys that on Friday I was buying the dip. I didn't believe in it. Yeah, stuff is rocking, right? Is JP Morgan green yet? JP Morgan's still red. First Republic coming way back, by the way. First Republic was down at $18 and now they're at $30 again. Should have bought. Anyway, I'm actually streaming, so I don't have time for such things, but yeah, worth noting. So all right, C4 G6 played. White has a bit of a central pawn mass here, the diamond hands formation. Speaking of stock stuff, what else do we have? What else do we have? You guys said follow another game. Just tell me what games. Wasn't I like 5 in the 90s? No, the 90s were the best decade by far. Let's see. Faruja is playing its Ali Rez. This looks like some kind of Night Orf or classical. The Night Orf, okay, pretty normal stuff. Merc C8 played. Why am I not playing this event? Because I'm already qualified. That's why. Yeah. Some banks are too big to fail. Well, I mean, the simple answer is some countries are too big to fail. That's the actual answer. Thank you so much, Andy Moab, for the 20 months. Appreciate it.
Adam Moab just subscribed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess computer likes the position after G4 Rook C3. We'll see if Ali Reza does it or doesn't do it, but who knows. Yeah, especially if they can print their own money. Yeah, that's also true. Baseball is very popular in Japan. I went to a game that the Yomiuri Giants, I think it was played at like the Tokyo Dome or whatever it's called, and yeah, the fans were pretty rabid. They love baseball there. Okay, in the meantime, Rook C8, probably G4, maybe King B1. I do think I'll go to Japan next year. In 2024 I'll go to Japan. We'll see. Maybe I'll do some live streaming from there, but I'll probably go to Japan next year at some point. Okay, what else do we have here? I should have the game somewhere. Let me close this one. Let me close this one. Okay, let's watch this one. So this one is between Sevian and Alan Picho or Potto or whatever his name is. Pretty normal, looks pretty balanced. I think black's maybe a little bit better because this knight on the rim isn't great. You can go knight f4 here, but it's a little bit unclear which way you're castling. If you try to castle here, you castle, and then black can open up the queen side. Go this way, the king side is already kind of open. We'll see. Have I considered going pro? I think you have what it takes for sure. No, you guys, I'm a streamer. That's the world I live in. Thank you so much to Autista for the prime and Frexion for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Just took $5 out of Bezos's pocket. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. All right. So in the meantime, what do we have?
Donated $3. What against whom is the best, most exciting and fun game you have ever played?
I don't know about one specific game, but games against Levana Rona. I've had a lot of fun games against him. Rook G1, interesting move. So I guess it's takes Queen E7. There's Knight G7 or Knight F6. Computer doesn't like it, by the way. Computer thinks it's total Bologna from Sevian because after takes Queen E7, check King D8. There's just Knight D7. And black's very, very solid if you can get the king out of the center of the board. So I wonder if Pichot's going to actually take on F2 or not here. I think there's a Yoko N for the 17 months. Can we get a bailout for Bitcoin too? Any general captain for the 6?
Get a bailout for Bitcoin too?
Come on, you guys, live in the real world. Live in the real world. Thank you so much to Chess Coach Craig for the 4 months as well. Appreciate it. Come on.
General Captain just resubbed for 6 months.
Yeah, come on. Be serious. Be serious. Something that threatens the banking institutions. Come on. Be serious.
Coach Craig just took $5 out of Bezos's pocket.
Thanks so much CW55CW for the 51 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to Dreadwolf for the Prime. Thank you so much, Dreadwolf. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
CW55 CW just
Thank you so
subscribed.
much to Omar Nisei for the Prime as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Wynn's game is interesting. Okay, Wynn's game. Where is it? Wynn's game. Who is Wynn playing against? Wynn is playing. What's the NTD van, right? Ooh, this looks. The heck was this opening? Okay, it looks normal. Kind of. Okay, C5 D5. Okay. So black has two sets of stacked pawns here. Bishop H6 F4. I mean, this looks good for white. It's hard to believe with all this development and a very crummy pawn structure that black can ever be good here. You've got 4 pieces on the original squares, 2 sets of stacks, king in the center of the board. Hard to believe that this isn't just losing. Joe told us it will all be fine on a speech. Yeah, I noticed the market's just rallying hard. Like First Republic Bank has gone from, how much are they up in the last? Yeah, 1030 First Republic Bank was at like $18. Now they're at like 34. So that's a lot. That's a huge jump. It's like nearly 100% almost. 100% in the last hour for First Bank. What is Purple Rain? It's a song from Prince. Move around the horn. Let's see what's going on here. Roku pumped too, but Roku, yeah, because Roku got bailed out. They had 27% of their cash on hand at Silicon Valley Bank. Okay, this looks better for white, not much. Black is a slightly worse pawn structure, but I think after F5 this will be a draw. Kane for chess got crypto advice. I have no crypto advice. I've never believed in it. I never will believe in it. Okay, Gukesh's game. Okay, too early to tell what's going to happen. What other games are? Let's go back to this one. Okay. How's my prep going? It's fine. Yeah, I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good. Tezos is not Bitcoin. Tezos is a little bit different when we're talking about blockchain versus the actual currencies. So, all right, probably A6 and King C7. Because if you go here right away, if you go King C7, there's like Queen F4, Bishop D6, Knight B5. And you go A6, King C7, B6, walk the dog, walk the king out here. You should be fine. It goes Rook C8 instead. Should be okay. Also, just you got to get this king out somehow. Depends how you do it. Yasser Sarawan told me a story where he beat you when you were about 12 years old and you got very angry. Do you remember that? Yes, I think I've even mentioned that story on stream. That was during the US. There was a match at the time that was sponsored by America's Foundation for Chess between the US and China. They called the US-China Summit match. It was held in Seattle, Washington. And I think it was that the second or third edition? I think it was the second edition of it. And yeah, and I already was fairly decent. I was like 2450 or something. And I played Yasser at Blitz, and I played the Grunfeld, which terrible opening to play, by the way. But yeah, I did play against Yasser, and he blew me away. I was not happy. Not happy about it. Okay, so probably A6 and King C7 again would make a lot of sense here for black. Not sure. I mean, maybe you can just go King C7 right away and King B8. Just gonna do it right away because check back takes take should be okay. See what else? Standings. Okay, Noterbeck on 2 out of 2.
HMBO14 donated $3. Safe says that you should play Magnus for one last time and make content about it.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe you never know. Maybe it's always possible. But anyway, anywho. All right, so back to the chess. Where were we? One last time though. I mean, Sadwani's also on 2. No, he's not. He's still playing right now. We'll leave it on Sevian's game because he represents America, so we'll watch this one. But it looks like Sevian's just down a pawn here. He's also got a worse structure. Black could take this pony and put it on E4. That would be a great bastion. So doesn't look great for Sevian. I'm Italian. Can you speak some in Italian? No, you guys. No. We speak American here. American. All right. So waiting for a move here. Let's see, do we have any other games? Let's move back around the horn. Oparin is still in a lot of trouble against Scotty Wynn. What else do we have? Gukesh is looks balanced. Maybe he's a little bit worse. He is down a pawn here on b2, but looks reasonably okay. Why am I not playing? Because I'm already qualified. Have I ever spoken Italian with Fabiano? No, I haven't. I mean, at this point I almost never speak Italian, so it's probably, my Italian's gotten a lot worse. But I mean, at least from the people who spoke to both of us at various times in Italian, my Italian was better than Fabiano's, or at least that's what people told me. Maybe they're just being nice, but anyway, yeah. Rook b6, queen a3 maybe. Then rook d6, e4. I mean, this is getting a little bit dank here for both sides. So weird flex. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So queen a3, I guess. If you go rook d6, there's knight e7. There's knight e7 and you lose the rook, so you can't block with the rook. If you have to take and take, looks like Gukesh is in a little bit of trouble here. It's not that bad. Oh, by the way, is this who I think this is? It is. It's who I think it is. Okay, so Christian Chirilla, of course, playing against Gukesh here. So let's see. So it looks like Christian's doing very well in this position. Probably rook takes d5. Yeah. Queen e6. Alireza winning. He maybe is. I wasn't watching his game, but I'll pull it up. Alireza is, probably have it somewhere, but okay, let me look on standings. Firouzja, where is he? Still don't see his name, but well, okay, we'll leave it here for now. When did I become a GM? I don't know, like 20 years ago or something. I think I became a GM just a little over 20 years ago. I think it was at the end of January. At the end of January in 2003 was when I became a GM, right? That sounds right. It was 15. Yeah, it was 15. That sounds right. Yep. Or was it 2002? Wait. Maybe it was 2002. I don't remember. Maybe it was 2002. I think it was 2002. I think it was 21 years ago. Watch Firouzja. Okay, fine. Let's find his game. Firouzja. Okay, let's see Firouzja's game. What happened? Wait, what just happened? No more moves. Let me refresh. Firouzja. Where did the game go? Let me close this. Okay, here we are. Okay, what's going on? Wild game. You guys said he was winning. Apparently h5, of course, very typical human move. This move h5 is winning for black. Stupid computers. h5, just ignore everything that's going on here, all the chaos, and play d5. And now it's actually very unclear what's going on. Very, very unclear. Computer doesn't love it. In fact, I'm really unconvinced here that Alireza is gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be a draw. h5 looks very natural. Yeah, h5, super natural move. Yeah. Oh, it's 2003. It was okay, so it was 20 years ago. Yep, 20 years ago I became a grandmaster, you guys. I've almost been a grandmaster longer than Levy's been alive. That's pretty insane. Actually, have I been a grandmaster longer than Botez has? I've been a GM longer than Botez has been alive, right? Or at least one of them. Not Alexandra, but yeah, I think I've been a GM longer than Andrea has been alive, which I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. I don't know if that makes me feel good or feel like really, really old. No, I'm not even flexing. I don't know if that's actually a good thing or a bad thing. 'Cause that makes me feel really old. That makes me feel really, really old. Bishop takes d5, queen d5, rook d8 maybe is a line, but hard to judge what's going on here. Computer likes knight c3. Don't ask me why, but we'll see what happens. How old am I? Old enough. Old man yells at computer. Exactly. Yep. Okay, I think in bishop d5 queen e5 rook d8 probably you go king e1 and king f1, but very complicated position, so we'll just leave it here until moves occur. Okay, rook c3 takes king e2. Of course you trade and go rook d2, I assume. Knight d2 of course also a move, but hard move to play as a human. Knight d2 is actually a very good move, but I don't think he'll play it. Yeah, we're gonna get like rook d2, king f4. Probably gonna be a draw. If I had to guess, I think this will be a draw. $35 ain't old. In chess terms it is pretty old. In real life terms it's not, although probably if you go back a couple hundred years, 35 is pretty close to death if you go back like 300 years. So d takes e6, probably g5. Of course I would go g5 here. Rook b4, king f3, and then rook d7 with the classic kebab. King f3 or king g3 are both playable. Personally I'd probably go to f3 just to dodge the check, but both moves make sense. e3 also may be a move, but e3 just feels wrong. You got to go to one of these two squares. I don't know which one he'll go to. Goes to g3, so check, king h3, and then rook d7. Probably still a draw. Probably still a draw. Bishop d4, not a bad move. f4, of course. Got to go f4 here, or king g3 also is playable. Apparently this is very bad now though. I don't understand why. Apparently rook c1, king h3. There's no kebab now. If you go to g6, there's bishop d3. I don't actually understand why this is bad. Maybe at some point black can take and run the a pawn. Maybe. Yeah, I don't understand why this is so bad, but I guess if black gets the king over, there's going to be some issue here. Here, check, bishop d4 maybe. Still very hard to win for black, but the time doesn't matter. When is the next Marvel Snap? I don't know. So okay, show goes on. Within 100 years I'll solve the aging problem and reverse it. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. I would not hold my breath on that one. Okay, white's just too low on time here. Just too, I mean, you just can't play with 5 seconds on the clock here. Will I participate in the Chess Olympics? No, I won't be participating in that. I mean, I've heard no information on it. So no, I won't be. I won't be. Noterbek and Yakubov both on 2. You mean, aren't they both Noterbeks? Isn't his name Noterbek Yakubov and then Noterbek Abdustarov, or am I wrong? Yeah, he wants to go bishop f6. Is there h5 and rook d7? Again, there's rook d7 with a classic kebab. Rook d7, rook d6. I mean, this should be a draw now. King g2, rook h4, rook b7. This should be a draw with perfect play, but with 5 seconds I don't really expect white to draw this. Yeah, bishop c4, very important move here, or d7, both squares. Wow, great move from Chagayev. Just takes rook h. Actually wait, f5, a4. I mean, this probably is winning for black. King f3 maybe. I mean, this pawn is very fast. Bishop c4 maybe. You got to move the bishop to go f6. b5. Yeah, because now the rook's under attack and now the king gets active. Now black is winning. Alireza will win this now for sure, because now you don't get to go f6. Even king e7 is good enough, but this should be winning. Rook e6 takes b3, king f5, b2, king. Yeah, because you cover b8, that's why. Yeah, you cover b8 with the queen and the bishop. The shirt looks like you got it from a local farmer's market. No, I got it when I went to a chess.com meetup in Riviera Maya in Mexico some years back. Okay, what else do we have? Still a few other games. Sub Elephant. Artemiev won. So what else do we have? Okay, Christian Chirilla drew against Gukesh.